Hello, I'm Martin Cherny from XBIM, and today I would like to talk about our integrations with Airtable and Morta. So, first of all, integration with what? Right? We have developed FlexFlow, which is continuous integration platform for BIM data. If you have never heard about continuous integration, that's what software developers use in their everyday operations to publish their work. So developer would write the code, they would push it to the cloud. Now continuous integration would pick up the code change. It would build the code, so it would check that it's actually buildable. It would test the code, run a series of unit tests and integration tests to make sure that everything works as expected. And then if everything is right, it would deploy the results. Now, why not use the same approach in BIM? You have your model as an input. You want to process it. You may want to extract some data, transform it. You may want to enrich with external data. You may want to do all kinds of tasks with your model before it gets published to your colleague, your client, someone you want to share the model with. So our platform takes a number of data sources. You can export IFC from Revit or other authoring environments. You can bring in other data from cloud or from local files and elsewhere, and then you can process it, transform it, enrich it, and do all kinds of things with it so that it can support your daily workflow. Today we'll focus on Morta and Airtable as two examples of the integrations we support. So Airtable, why is it better than Excel? Because you probably use Excel in your daily life. Everyone does it, right? I don't blame you. Airtable is a bit better. It's natively in cloud. It has a stable system of data types. That means if you create a column and you say that is going to be a number or it's going to be a date, it will not allow you to enter anything else in there, unlike Excel. So when we as developers implement any integrations, we can rely on these data types, so it's a lot safer for any integration. It has a guaranteed referential integrity. What that means, if you have multiple tables and they are related, say you have a table for levels and you have a table for spaces, and you want to link these two tables saying that these spaces belong to these levels. In Revit, you may do it by names of levels, but that's never reliable, and you can never guarantee that it will not break if someone changes the names, for example. But in Airtable, this is stable. If you link two tables, you link these by IDs, and it's always safe to link the data. It will warn you if you attempt to link data not existing, or if you try to delete it and something else relies on the data, etc. So it's a lot more safe for you to author and maintain data in this environment. Licensing is quite nice. You can start for free, and that will allow you to work with smaller projects or with integrations which don't require huge amounts of data to be maintained. Morta is quite similar, but it is really construction specific. It has many nice construction specific templates, and their support team is all about construction. So you may find it more convenient. They also have stable system data types in their tables, and they guarantee the data integrity. Your data can be presented in nicely rendered documents, rich documents, which are quite nice to work with. And they also support unattended automations. So we can actually implement automations where you give us personal access token and we can handle the data or work with the data in Morta on your behalf. So how that works all together. Say you have your authoring environment like Revit, Archicad or something else. You can publish your IFC either using plugin, which we for example have for Revit, or just export it. All these tools can export nice IFCs. You push it to FlexFlow, to cloud. We can extract the data, anything you like. Might be data for all the spaces, for example, or you may want to report for levels, or you may want to report on some specific properties, and we can push it to the cloud, to these tables. In there we can define nice interfaces where to render the documents or when to render the tables. You can also define your interfaces which are editable, like forms or documents where users can actually change the data or add more data to it. And we can then read the data. We can enrich the original IFC, and we can probably publish IFC file which is better. May have some things deleted, some things added, some things updated, so that it's better suited for your handover, for example. So where it can be useful to you. First of all, simple data reporting. You may report validation. That's a bit more advanced. So you may run your validation rules. For example, we support IDS as a standard for validation, or you can just write other validation rules and then take the results and report them back to this table environment. You can make data available to your external stakeholders. So you may not want to give them the models, but you may want to keep these reports updated and have them shared with your stakeholders. It's great for data co-authoring. So some members of the team may not work with the models, but may work with these tables and add more data to it. And then every now and then, when you want to get the data ready for publishing, you may want to enrich IFC models with these externally maintained and authored data. You can also use it to develop something like micro applications, because in both of these environments you can define interfaces of some kind which allow you to change the data, report on the data. So with no code, you can actually develop simple applications where other people can work with BIM data as well. Now, if that is interesting to you, or you have some use case which is similar or might be covered by something like this, I'd be very happy for you to get in touch and explore how it could help you. Thank you, and see you later.